Quotes from C.S. Lewis. From the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. To have faith in Christ means, of course, trying to do all that he says. There would be no sense in saying you trusted a person, if you would not take his advice. Thus, if you have really handed yourself over to him, it must follow that you are trying to obey him. But trying in a new way, a less worried way. Not doing these things in order to be saved, but because he has begun to save you already. Not hoping to get to heaven as a reward for your actions, but inevitably, wanting to act in a certain way, because a first faint gleam of heaven is already inside you. Second quote. The most dangerous thing you can do, is to take any one impulse of your own nature, and set it up as the thing you ought to follow at all costs. Third quote. My argument against God was that the universe seemed so cruel and unjust. But how had I got this idea of just and unjust? A man does not call a line crooked, unless he has some idea of a straight line. What was I comparing this universe with, when I called it unjust? Fourth quote. The Christian does not think God will love us because we are good, but that God will make us good because he loves us. Fifth quote. Getting over a painful experience is much like crossing monkey bars. You have to let go at some point in order to move forward. The real test of being in the presence of God is, that you either forget about yourself altogether, or see yourself as a small, dirty object. Sixth quote. Love is distinct from being in love as not merely a feeling. It is a deep unity, maintained by the will, and deliberately strengthened by habit. Seventh quote. The promise, made when I am in love, to be true to the beloved as long as I live, commits me to being true even if I cease to be in love. Eighth quote. A silly idea is current that good people do not know what temptation means. This is an obvious lie. Only those who try to resist temptation know how strong it is. A man who gives in to temptation after 5 minutes, simply does not know what it would have been like an hour later. That is why bad people, in one sense, know very little about badness. They have lived a sheltered life by always giving in. Thanks.